Hey friends, welcome back to Danny Drama. Today we'd like to discuss everyone's favorite flower-loving creator, Meghann. Meghann has recently started her own channel where she streams with a co-host. Her channel, as well as others in that community, have received vile chat messages from alleged trolls. Some of these disgusting messages were directed at Meghann's daughter. We here at Danny Drama have our suspicions on who could be behind those messages, and it rhymes with cat. At least that was our train of thought until today. It has come to our attention that Meghann's daughter popped into the chat of a birthday live stream she did recently.
That was involved in the original situation. Okay. All right, so,
that really is Lily. she wanted to come in and say
hi.
That's
why I highlighted. Hey, Lily.
Lily. Yeah, that really is Lily. She wanted to come tell
stop cursing.
Wolf happy birthday.
I'm gonna stop.
Confirming on your live stream that the comment on screen is your daughter has got to be one of the stupidest decisions you've made on this here internet, Meghann.
With the recent harassment going on, why in the world would you let your child watch your streams, let alone chat in them? Another channel recently pointed this out, and Little Miss Flowers was not happy. Let's take a look at the way she defends this action on Twitter and break it down.
Yep, my daughter stopped by Wolf's birthday live the other night to wish him a happy B-Day.
Now, why would your daughter need to do that, Meghann? You are friends with Wolf. Your daughter could have very easily wished Wolf a happy birthday privately, if you're into letting your minor daughter interact with strangers on the internet, that is.
She is 12, not 2. She did not stay in the live, but she knows what is going on because she is old enough to understand.
Oh, good God. Old enough to understand? She is a child, Meghann, and despite her comprehension skills, she should not be around any of the bullshit that goes on in your circle on the internet.
Parent shaming, addict shaming, it's all disgusting.
Now, Meghann, this post has nothing to do with you being an addict. The channel is asking a question about you allowing your daughter to interact in your online space. The question isn't parent shaming, it's simply a question. And a good one at that. Using buzzwords to activate the pearl clutchers and virtue signalers in your circle is a bitch move. You are deflecting from the question.
Lily is very mature for her age, and we are very close.
Meghann, very mature for her age. Oh girl, that is not the own you think it is.
That's a huge red flag. Mature for their age is a phrase commonly used by very bad people to excuse the fact that they are interacting with a minor. You are her mother, and using this to excuse your decision to let her not only watch your streams, but interact in them.
Here's an interesting graphic we found about that phrase. The ugly truth about children who are mature for their age. The adults in their lives use them for emotional support. They are expected to help raise their younger siblings. They serve as caretaker for their parents. They are saddled with adult responsibilities. They know and must keep family secrets. They are expected to have very little wants and needs. They are expected to anticipate their caregivers' wants and needs.
We here at Danny Drama do not know the inner workings of Meghann's life, nor are we saying all these things apply to Meghann's daughter. We are simply pointing out the red flags surrounding this phrase, since it appears Meghann is using it to excuse, or explain, why she would allow her daughter to interact in the same online space she does, a space filled with horrible harassment.
I will parent the way I see is best. Mom shaming / parent shaming to me is just another form of bullying. Disgusting.
Again, asking a question is not parent shaming. It's just a question.
A very valid question considering the nonsense that goes on in that community. We have a hard time believing any parent would allow their child to interact in a space where horrible things and threats have been said towards that child in live stream chats. It just doesn't add up.
Indeed, the math doesn't math on this one, and that's where our conspiracy comes into play. We mentioned at the beginning of this video that we believe the person behind the recent vile messages left in various live streams was the one whose name rhymes with cat. Now Meghann and crew, to the best of our knowledge, believe these messages come from Alice or someone on the opposite side of Meghann. If Meghann truly believes those messages came from her enemies, or harassers, why in the fuck would she allow her daughter in her online space? The drama surrounding Meghann has caused her to slip in her recovery journey, according to her, yet she has no problem with her daughter seeing and knowing what is happening, has no problem with her daughter interacting in chat, and even having her chat message highlighted on stream. Meghann going as far as to confirm publicly that it is indeed her daughter in chat.
This leads us to believe that we are somewhat correct in our assumption that the messages are coming from the insect-adjacent menace. But is that menace working alone?
Offense, not saying that to be nasty, But speaking of the real Nat, which we don't know, like I said this the other night, we never know if we're talking to the real one when she comes on Twitter or jumps in a chat, or if it's Alice or Pork Chop or whoever, you know what I mean? Because they've all pretended to be her. So it's hard to say when you're really talking to her. But if she is listening to this, there was something that I forgot to ask you, Nat. So if you hear this live, I need to ask you a question. So please figure out how to get in touch with me. We probably have each other blocked everywhere. I'm assuming, I'm not sure. Unless you make a new account, I guess. But I need to ask you a quick question. Thank you very much.
Something you forgot to ask her? So you've been talking to her? Interesting.
Interesting indeed. Are you working with Nat, Meghann? It wouldn't be the first time someone on the internet has been behind the harassment they themselves receive. Pretty easy way to gain sympathy. Grifters gotta grift, after all.
We ask because if it's a total stranger doing it, and they've caused you all this pain and suffering, no parent in their right mind would allow their child to interact with that crap. No parent in their right mind would even put those adult problems, that are dangerous, by the way, onto their own child. Is your daughter in the know and in that chat because you know there is no real danger or harassment?
Is it because you are one of the people behind those nasty messages? Why else would you allow your daughter to interact publicly on your channel, where you claim to be harassed and attacked daily? You see, Meghann, it doesn't make sense. This is not parent shaming. This is questioning the facts of this situation. Your daughter has been a target of online harassment, and you not only don't have an issue with letting her in your online space, you have deflected from the questions as to why.
It is our conspiracy that you are somehow involved. Either that, or you are one of the most careless humans on this internet. And for anyone who wants to come at us for discussing a child, sit the hell down. Meghann chose to confirm her daughter was in her chat. Meghann chose for her daughter to be part of her content when she did that. Therefore, it is fair game to question, discuss, and criticize Meghann's choice.